Hey guys, what's going on? This is Namkraft and welcome to another Starcraft English commentary. Let's watch the second set in the finals of EST 2026 Season 2 Week 7. We will have a ZVZ, Soulkey versus Soma. Soma looks kind of fat. Look at his photo. Hold on. He's got a fat face. It's like so huge. What did he eat? Soma is looking fat, but Soulkey is looking like a schoolboy once again. A 6th grader. His face could pass easily for a 6th grader's face. So innocent looking. So kind of nerdy looking. Anyways, map is Octagon. Both players are going to be located at the top of the map. Soma goes for 9 pool. And Soulkey will be going for Overlord first. Looking for the right moment. I think Soma will have slightly earlier Zerlings, but I believe that Soulkey is going to be the one who's slightly advantage here because of his later pool, but his Zerlings will spawn just in time for the defense. I think that's what it is. But yeah, let us just once again check a little bit the ELO scores. The ELO scores of the players playing today. Soulkey these days is not in his best form. 1276 is his current form. And in terms of win rate, the last of the days, Soma against Zerg is 48%. And Soulkey against Zerg is 58%. Well, these guys play a lot of mirrors. Whereas I've never seen any TVT or PvP mirrors in these stats ever. I just only see the ZVZ. But one more interesting stat I want to show you before we dive into the specifics of this game is this EST table. So Soma's got 3 golds and Soulkey's got 1 gold and 1 silver. So one of these players will get a silver today. If Soulkey gets a silver, it's going to be 1 gold and 2 silvers. And Soma will be the undisputed leader of EST with 4 golds, just ahead of Light with 3 golds. So that's going to be great. Anyways, as you can see, Soma's Zerlings are faster. But I don't necessarily believe that this is an advantage. I think Soulkey is the one who's slightly advantage here because he's going to have time to mine more and his Zerlings will still be defensively in the right side of the map. But they're going to be the 2 Zerlings meeting each other right now. Okay, looks like Soulkey is hiding his Zerlings. Try to come around and catch them right to the center. There's going to be a small skirmishes. Is it 6 on 6? It looks like 6 on 6, yeah. But the shorter resupply route from Soulkey should be able to help him win this game. Soma did not make additional Zerlings. He just made 6. But Soulkey is going to be making 10. Okay, 10 Zerlings is quite good. And now Soma has seen those Zerlings. He's going to himself make his own Zerlings. This game is very predictable. You make Zerling, I make Zerling. If you don't make Zerlings, I don't make Zerlings. Alright, Spire coming down. As you can see, once again, Soulkey's Spire is slightly behind, but it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. He will have enough mutas to defend or to deflect any kind of early attack coming from Soma. The only issue is what if Soma went for Scourges first, right? And it actually land some great shots when the mutas number is still very small from Soulkey. That's another question. We have 8 drones on minerals. And on this side of the map, it looks also like 7 drones. Yeah, I think it's 7 drones. It's about the same, but Soulkey is just slightly ahead in terms of drone count. Alright, by the way, if you're watching this game, remember I still have a quiz, and the quiz is guess which are the 2 countries that will be traveling to this month and next month. And the choices are Singapore, Thailand, India, my home country, Vietnam, Korea, and did I say China already? China and Japan. That's right. So go ahead and leave a comment. And more interestingly enough, the answer has already been revealed in one of my previous videos. I won't tell you which one. You just have to pay attention to every single video. Once you're ready, just type the 2 countries in the comment. It could be a repeated country. It could include my home country, Vietnam, because who says I cannot travel domestically? I could definitely travel domestically. Anyways, we have Sunken to protect you. The Zerling is going to get surrounded. Soma has got more Zerlings, but he's been surrounded. Where are the mutas? I guess both players are going to be making mutas. But we have 1 Sunken from Soulkey. And these Zerlings from Soma has been escorted out. I think Soulkey could not counterattack because mutas will be his greatest demise. But for the time being, we're going to be having an attempt here by Soulkey to just at least contain the ground. First 2 mutas coming out for Soma. And yep, the Zerling is still checking for decision, not able to see an expansion right now, so that's great. Overlaps are flying back. We have 2 mutas coming from Soulkey. Soma, I think he's got 3. He may have got 3 right now. Alright, some nice attacks are gonna be incoming. Soma is gonna put down his Sunkens as well. Both players are poised for some big fights. I have some hopes for Soulkey. After all, he is still a 4-peater. Soma is relatively new to this championship thing. He has not gotten used to it. Just like in my country, we have some people who suddenly got rich because they bought some land in the countryside and sold it. And they're not necessarily aristocratic. You know, they are just basically people who has a bunch of money and suddenly have found no ways to spend their money. So that is Soma. I mean, he is not championship material. He is just currently a champion. But maybe soon will be championship materials because like Eric Ferguson, right, the Manchester coach used to say, what did he say? He said, performance is temporary, class is forever. You can be the current champion of the league, but doesn't mean that you will always be championship materials. And Zerlings coming through, we have Mutus returning now. Drones are falling fast maybe. The Zerlings are trying to go for a few shots, but looks like Soma is able to hold correctly on his side of the map. 0 drone snipe, what is this? Completely wasting his forces here. Okay, we have 2 Sunkens. That's a lot of Sunkens. Anyways, it looks like 7 Mutas and 2 Scourges from Soma. And as for Soulkey's got 8 Mutas. Okay, more Mutas gonna be joining from more side. I think Soma is here to deal the killing blow. He's gonna attack on the ground with Zerlings. He will attack in the air with some forces. The first hit goes to Soulkey correctly, which is great. He's gonna get surrounded. The drones need to actually come across the map. Micro is good, but is it successful? Zerlings attacking against a Sunken. Looks like Soma is gonna get pushed back. Soulkey has held. Soulkey has held, and he will attack all of these damage once. He gets most of them sniped. But it's gonna be better for him to go back and take care of these weak units outside the map. Scourge is gonna try to land a few shots here, but Soulkey is undeterred. He will need to. What is happening? We have a single Soma's Mutus who's gone snipe here. 23 versus 26. So another Mutus might get sniped, and I think Soma is gonna get cornered. Soma is in some serious trouble. His attack did not work out. He could not kill any drones. His only just attacked blindly against the enemy's Sunkens. And now Soma is gonna have what I think he's got 4 Mutas and maybe 4 Scourges. Soulkey's gotten maybe 9 Mutas, and they are healing. They're damaged, but they've been healing for a while. Alright, what did he have? I think he's got 7 and 1. Okay, 7 Mutas and 1 Scourge, which is great. And Soulkey is gonna expand. Wow, is this the right idea to expand at this point? I think just maintained map control and win the game is better. Anyways, great shots here to damage and do some splash damage as well. Soma once again supply block. Another crazy attack. That was a first great shot, but Soma also lands a great shot as well. Soma lands another great shot. Soulkey is taking a few hits. The Scourges are not landing correctly, and both Scourges by both players have gone side. We have a single drone here just to take a few of the damages from the Mutas, and the Mutas from Soulkey's gotta have to get pushed back here. No, he's still winning. No, I'm not so sure who's winning anymore. Shorter resupply route, but we might have GG. Scourge is gonna land a few shots though to finish up the game. Nice attack, and 2 Mutas versus how many? 2 Mutas versus 0 Mutas. Soulkey with 40 supply. Soulkey. Soma's got 13, but Soulkey's expanding. He's expanding. Let's hope we can actually hold his expansion. We'll see the question here after the battle is over. Soulkey's got 2 Mutas remaining despite having a longer resupply route. So that's nice. We're going to be having some Scourges coming across the map. A single Mutas is not good enough. Scourges will land a shot right now. Scourge, the counter just need to come out to attack. We don't see it yet. Scourges are looking for Mutas, not able to find them. And the game is going to stabilize here. On this other map, Soulkey is doing really well. His second base will come up correctly, of course. I like the fact that he's spawning the top left, which means that this expansion will actually act as a shield in case there could be any choices to go for the counter attack. What is this, evolution chamber? Maybe he's gonna be going for spore. Okay, he's trying to go for spore, but he doesn't know that Soulkey has expanded. This is problematic. Soulkey is now leading by 4 supply, and he is not gonna attack right now. He will wait for his new base to come up and get new gas extraction activities coming along. Alright, we will have these Scourges just checking for any kind of forces, not able to see them. We have, I think, possibly 3 or 4 Mutas from Soma only and 2 Scourges. I guess he wants to invite the enemy to go for a base trade. He's gonna go for a few shots. He gets 1 Scourge snipe, 2 Scourges snipe correctly, nicely done. But a new base is coming up nicely, and that drone will actually go for gas. So now Soulkey is gonna be mining twice the speed of the enemy.
야, 박상현 선수 진짜.
What is the plan here for Soma? Soma is still trying to roam around on the center map. Soulkey is ahead by about 3 supply. This game is not yet over. If this game ends with the victory for Soulkey, we will have the 3rd set. And let me just keep in mind that Soma is now leading in the EST table. There it is, with 3 golds and 0 silvers. If Soulkey wins here, he's gonna climb up with 2 golds and 1 silvers, which will put them just at number 3, which is still very, very fine. But the attack is gonna be coming up here. Soma has got fewer forces, possibly. Maybe the same. Maybe, no, I'm not so sure. Good attack there from Soma to do some backward moving shot. He kills the Scourges. We have 4 versus 5. Okay, we have 5 versus 5. Looks like the resupply route is a little bit shorter for Soulkey, but he will win now. Scourge is gonna try to land a shot, and Soma is about to type GG any moment now. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.